Good evening, teacher Milia Andrea. My name is Linda Carolina Aragon. I am studying at English University UNAT, virtual course Advanced English 2. Okay, we're talking about my tax 2, a year abroad, opportunities and anxieties study of international students in the Trump area. Okay, this is a problematic in this country now, and it's not only for students. More people can affect this problem. Okay, the first time I talking about a student, one over 1 million international students are currently pursuing their education in United States, but the number of the last year was low and dropping. Some research suggests that the President Donald Trump anti-immigrant policies, particular Muslim people, but receiving international attention, may be blind for decline. This article by John presents the result of qualities empirical research that I conducted to investigate the link between President Trump and declining international student involvement. I interviewed more, he interviewed more than 40 undergraduate and graduate students and talking with them about the opportunities in the United States for study and pursue the education even the face change in U.S. immigration policy. The anxieties of the students eh, start at the final of the Donald Trump was a candidate for president, and 2 days after the last election of President Trump in November 2016, an international student came to office desperate to understand what the consequence, what the reality of the election might be for her. She was anxious and scared and maybe worrying too. She and he had never met before. She just knew that him and talk immigration law and she needed someone to talk to. Following that conversation, she tried to reach out to international students to discuss their anxieties and as much as possible to enable them a college one and I held a forum at a law school for international law students. While we did not advertise in a campus-wide event, students from a variety of departments showed with added questions. The university soon arrived for the second event for central location. What became immediately clear was that many international students were worried. It's a disaster for the education because all need to study and it's too important for develop for all the countries. They knew that the candidate Donald Trump brought a wave anti-immigrant sentiment. What would that mean? That when he became president in January 2017, President Trump assumed office 5 days into his presidency. Trump issued an executive order regarding border security. 2 days later, Trump signed an executive order purporting to ban to entry of citizens of Iraq, Syria, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen, as well as to depending to the USA. The FU program worldwide, the nation proved away litigation and protests that continue today. Okay, have a discussion about this topic, and I think the position of the President Trump and is to protect the American people is a possibility to conserve the peace in his country. But talking about Colombian president, he he has the obligation to preserve, to conserve the Colombian people. Sometimes this policy is able to conserve the control and the organization, sometimes to travel abroad, to study, to prepare is too important for develop and capacity for every one of the students. I assumed the reality as a student. I'm studying English literature, and it's necessary I travel abroad, a foreign country, to practice my skills in English. As example, Canada, United States, Australia, England. One of these countries eh, serve to prepare a student for speaking English very well, and it was fantastic because we need to study and improve in a foreign language as a teacher in my case. I think about this situation in the United States is a sensible topic because the immigrant maybe need to travel for studies and return to their countries. Is my idea. We need to travel around the world, meet new people, meet the culture, have new knowledge about the life, all of the process to conserve, to preserve the publicity for the students. The study is the most important. The study is the most important knowledge for our brain. When we study, we get a lot of range. Thank you so much. Have a nice night. Bye bye.